with my down at my daughter's and with my grandbabies, and it was a wonderful thing to do. And they didn't want me to come home, but I'm like, Nana's got some stuff to do. Nana ain't been in the studio in a minute. Nana got to get in the studio. Nana got to do the things that allow her to be here with you when you want her to be here, when you need her to be here. And so I am home at least for a couple weeks, and then I'll go back because I do like to spend a considerable amount of time with them in the summer. And yes, I can work from anywhere, but focus can be an issue for me. And with all that cuteness running around, it can be challenging to stay on task. It can be challenging to remember what I'm supposed to do other than snuggle with cute little people all day, every day. And if you know anything about, having little ones, it can be quite entertaining. And there is always, I like to call it organized chaos. There is always something going on. So we're going to get steaming here. We are going to do some exfoliating. In fact, that's what I told my grandson, Nana's got to exfoliate. And he's like, what's that? I'm like, you want Nana to stay looking young, don't you? Because when I got this red piece, he was with me when I went to the store and got it. And we got home and he's like, why didn't you get the green? I'm like, they didn't have it, baby. You don't like the red? He's like, yeah, I like the red. And so the thing was with this one, I'm like, even I feel like I look much younger with this shorter, face hugging bob. And so I said to him, so, well, you want Nana to stay looking younger, don't you? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, Nana's got to exfoliate for that to happen. Nana can't be running around here with 2 and 3 week old skin on her face. So we're going to, I got the towels in the towel warmer. We get the steamer going here. I might have to plug it in because I think I unplugged it last time because I don't know, I just couldn't figure out how to turn it off. And hopefully I'm not about to get electrocuted here. I did it, y'all. I didn't get electrocuted. And make sure we get this on. I cannot tell when it's on. Okay, I see the little neon light. Like, I love this steamer, but that's the only thing that I would change is it's really hard for me to tell when it is on and when it is off. Because last time I was live, I thought it was off when it was in fact on. And it was getting mighty warm, and that will melt that thing up. So we're going to start with some cleanser here. I don't know why I did 2 pumps, but that is one thing that I was able to do while I was gone, was I cleansed every day, twice a day. Should have done the Sharpie challenge, but like I said, I just really wanted to enjoy them. And so I took the travel size with me, and I was able to do that. I did take 1 sheet mask, the Royal Jelly, and I did take a whole box of Rose Glow eye masks. So I did those frequently, as you probably saw in my stories. So I'm gonna have to remember to wipe my hand. There's the steam. I missed you. Get the steam going. Gonna be a little bit of a challenge, I think, because I have the fan going, because your girl was getting hot, because I was unpacking and getting everything in its place. I had a bunch of boxes come in while I was gone. So here we are. I'm gonna have to go turn the fan off. I want steam on my face, not like next to me. But it feels good. It feels good. It helps with, tension headaches and other stuff like that. So maybe if I turn it this way, yeah, there we go. You know what? I'm going to turn the fan off. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. The fan is off now, and now we steam. This is my deep cleaning routine. My weekly, normally I do these live on Fridays, but I was not home last Friday. And I actually meant to take, because y'all know I got steamers like galore. I meant to take a steamer with me and actually just leave it there, but I forgot it. Because here's the thing, I wasn't even supposed to be there that long. You know, I said I was coming over Memorial Day weekend. I told my parents that, and I told my daughter and the grandkids that. And then by Saturday, I was chilling. I was pretty chill at home. You know, I was doing my little thing, walking the neighborhood, going and getting my coffee and doing my Tamira, you know, vibey things. And then it was like, okay, I told them I was going to come down. So I went down on Sunday, and I only took, not this bag, not this one, but my black one like that, with, you know, some clothes and my purse. That's all I took. You know, and my daughter, when she saw me, she's like, that's all you brought? I'm like, yeah. Because I was only going to stay through like Monday or Tuesday at the latest. And then by Wednesday, it's like, okay, I'll stay, but I got to go home and I got to get some stuff. Plus I had this prescription I had to refill. So I went and came home, and there were boxes here. So I got to, you know, get some things in place. And then I went back on Wednesday, and then I think it was Sunday. I said, okay, I'm going to go home at 6 on Sunday. And then Tristan's like, no, 4 o'clock tomorrow. So by 6 o'clock on Monday, 6:30, I was heading home. So here we are, and it's so great. I cannot stress that enough. I'm so grateful to be able to have put myself in a position and designed my life in such a way that I can do that. I have extended stays like in places that I visited, like San Diego. I went out there a couple years ago and did a training, and I was loving it so much, and I was staying with some friends, and they weren't rushing me to leave. In fact, I think they wanted me to stay a little bit. I don't know why people be wanting me to stay around like that. I think I'm pretty, you know, much a solo dolo type person. But so, you know, I remember being able to extend that stay in San Diego from like 5 days. I stayed like a little over 2 weeks, I think. Not long enough to claim residency or have to pay taxes, thank God. But, you know, it's just a blessing to be able to do that, you know. It's like, I remember a time when there's definitely I would not have been able to do that. And that's one of the things I love is like, if I'm on my phone too much, my grandson will be like, what are you doing? He don't play that, because he's used to me being fully present when I am with him. And so that's like a sign for me that it's time to maybe go home for a couple days and come back to take care of the things that I need to take care of, and then come back so that I can be fully present again. And I already know Lil Ju, right? I already know tomorrow is his last day of school, and he is most likely going to go with his dad for a couple days or something. And so, you know, that's cool too, because then that, you know, I'm with baby girl Callie, and she is a hoot. Oh my God, that little girl. I cannot. She's so stinking cute. She is the cutest, and her little voice and personality and attitude. So I'm pulling out the illuminating polish because mama needs some of that. And got a little bit of water here, maybe not in there, but here we'll put a little bit of water and get that nice and pasty. I should start doing this on my little palette thing with the spatula. That probably would make it a little less messy. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So we're making it like a paste here. It's a nice thick paste. And we're going to start putting that on. This is where I need it the most, around the cheeks and the chin, because remember, that's how I always know when it's time to exfoliate. But it was a great week. We spent time with all of my parents. You know, it's so great, and again, a blessing to be able to see my grandchildren, and my parents are fully active and cognizant and aware and kicking it with them. It's great. My nephew, he has a little one who will be 1 in October, so I don't know how many months that is, but he's over 6 months, and he and the mother of his child threw a little family get together on Saturday, so we went to that, and it was a great weekend. Memorial Day was great. Lots of awesome memories that you're probably like, oh my gosh, you keep saying that. Isn't that just normal? Is that how it's supposed to be? Yeah, it is, but there was a time for me when it wasn't like that, because, you know, I was in the corporate rat race, and I thought that was the only way that I could take care of my children and keep them from being a statistic and being on welfare, because I turned 18 one Tuesday and had a baby the next. So that was just, something that always motivated me and inspired me, was taking care of my children. And so, I was raised and made to believe, and I don't mean it to sound the way it does, I just don't know another way to say it, but I was raised to believe, we'll put it that way. I was raised to believe that get a good job, get a good education was the way. And I did it, right? But, so multiple master's degrees, graduated high school 30 years ago today. I graduated high school 30 years ago today. In fact, I have to buy my ticket for our 30-year reunion. That's going to be later this summer, or I don't know, in the fall sometime. So 30 years ago today, I graduated from high school. And, my oldest daughter saw me walk across the stage. She's a 3-month-old baby. When I graduated high school, 3 months and 3 days, when I graduated high school, she saw me get my bachelor's degree and she saw me get my master's degree multiple times. So that was something I always prided myself on. But there were signs, and there were signs really early on that the corporate life was just not for me. I mean, probably almost immediately, I think there were, looking back, that there were signs that was just not the life for me, that I was just not meant for that. Number one, my entire life, I would say that I was never a morning person. Oh, this smells so good. Just wet that up because it dried up and now I want to work it in. I was never about that life, and I think about the difference between my two children, because the oldest, while I was working 3 jobs, she got to have me more at home during those first few years. And the youngest, by the time I had her, I had graduated college, undergrad, and was working. And not only was I working full time, I was traveling so much. What am I doing for skincare? It looks so relaxing. This is my deep cleansing. I feel kind of bad calling it a facial, but it's kind of like a facial at home. I am cleansing, and then, I forgot to order tongs. Exfoliating on top of it to really deep cleanse the skin. This cleanser is incredible. It is a 3-in-1 creamy cleanser that it's so powerful. My grandson, he gets so excited. I let him draw my face with Sharpie. And the first time we did it, he's like, okay, now how are you going to get that off? And I was like, well, I have a magic eraser. And so we did the whole Sharpie challenge, and it's so powerful that it really, you're going to see when I use the towel, it's going to really pull up dirt and impurities that are in the little deeper in the skin that you wouldn't see them when you cleanse your face. You wouldn't see it on the towel, but by doing it this way, it'll come up. And yet it's still gentle. It's so gentle on your skin. It doesn't strip your skin. It's perfectly balanced, meaning it's alkaline. So you'll see me use a toner, but I'll explain that when I get to it. It doesn't strip your skin, so there's no need to rebalance your skin after you use the cleanser, okay? And then the exfoliator is bamboo powder along with papaya enzymes and pineapple enzymes that basically digest the dead skin cells. And again, it's just going to pull up more of that dirt and impurities that are a little bit deeper in the skin. So we got the towel out of the warmer. It gets really hot, so we're just going to wave it around, kind of cool it off, cool it now, slow, watch out, out. I forget what I was talking about though. Oh, it feels so good. And we're just going to gently press it into the skin and start to wipe it all away. Yeah, you can see that's that deep impurities that I was talking about, that even when I use the cleanser without a steamer, because I don't steam every day, and I am not an esthetician. I want to make sure we're all clear on that. I'm not an esthetician. I am not a dermatologist. I am just a skincare loving, self-care loving, protect my peace, all about the vibe. I love that you guys think that my lives are so relaxing too. Because if it were up to me, I would have like spa music playing, but I don't want any problems with these platforms trying to demonetize me and all this other stuff because of la música. So we make sure we get all of that. And don't forget your neck. Okay. The steamer is starting to wind down. So yeah, your girl this is why I had to come home, Tristan. Tristy. Oh, the baby is so cute. The way she says his name, she calls him Trist. Trist. Trish. Trist. Sounds like she's saying Trish. Okay, so the steamer is off. Okay, I can see now that it is off. But look at that. That is what that cleanser does. Look at that. All that was deeper in my skin. And if I had not done this, you would not see it. So even when I use the cleanser, which does have a top, but it's on the ground. Even when I use the cleanser, I like to let it sit on my face for a good minute or two. And then I like to take the towel, don't wipe right away, press it into your face and let it pull all that dirt up. And you will be amazed. This, boys and girls, is why we cleanse our face religiously. I'm not going to say just twice a day, because there are times when homegirl cleanses more than once a day. Like, especially like with everything that's going on health-wise and, you know, in the air and all that. There have been times when I, you know, like go to the grocery store or something, like, you know, okay, I don't know if you still are, but if you're wearing a mask, you definitely need to be washing your face at least twice a day, probably more, right? If you're breaking out from wearing a mask, that was why, because y'all wasn't cleaning your faces. Okay, so now we're going to go into the toner. And I forget what I was talking about. I was talking about having kids and grandkids. And yeah, the baby, little Miss Callie, California, she is the cutest. Like, I just cannot with her. She is so stinging cute. She is just a gem. Like, her personality, I just love that little girl. I texted her mom yesterday because her mom works from home for an actual company, you know, like a regular job. Her mom works at home. And I don't know, she texted me something, and I texted back. I was like, I just love her. She's like, what does she do? I was like, nothing. She's just her. She's just so pure, her energy and her. And I texted back, I said, and quite frankly, she don't give a F about anything that's not on her agenda. And she laughed, and she's like, no, she really doesn't. Because she is bossy. She's bossy. She is running things and in charge, you know, unless you let her know, which Nana will let her know. Like, no, baby, Nana loves you, but Nana is in charge here, okay? But she runs her mama and her daddy, let me tell you. So the toner is great. It's so refreshing. But it is, I don't use this to bring my skin back into balance, okay? Because other skincare regimens I've brought to y'all before, way back in the past, it was always, you must tone so that you bring your skin's pH balance into skin back into pH back into balance. And we don't have to do that because the cleanser is alkaline. It does not strip your skin. I use this because it is a 3-in-1. It detoxes, clarifies, and brightens, right? So if I'm deep cleansing, I definitely want to run that over my face, okay? And so I think today we're going to go with the pink clay mask because I have, I did a sheet mask, but we're going to do the pink clay mask. And let me go grab some Rose Glow eye mask first. So I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. So you may be asking yourself, Well, why does she have to get up and go get the mask? Because I keep them in the freezer. I do have a a mini fridge and freezer down here. Okay, I'm building a skincare empire, okay? So what that means to you is everybody has their cute little skincare fridge. No, Homegirl has a mini fridge stocked to the brim with sheet mask, eye masks, and other skincares and water, okay? Because this is a vibe, this is experience, this is a lifestyle, and I am 100% thoroughly dedicated to the cause, okay? So we're gonna open up. I want to spritz just a little bit again. I love facial tonics. I sometimes make my own with essential oils and alkalized water and stuffs like that. So we are going to, they're frozen, and I don't like to take them out before I go live, because they sit there and they kind of thaw out pretty quickly, right? And so I like to take them fresh out of the freezer and put them on. I would let these dry up on my face, and then let baby Callie put it on for a little bit, feel herself flexing, and then she'd take it off. Look at that. That's a vibe right there. That's a vibe right there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, and so then I like to take the extras of this before I do any other mask. And it really does seem to help with these, because there's retinol in here. And so anything for the eyes, you know, that's going to be some of the most powerful skincare you have. And I like to use that on trouble spots for sure. Okay. So we're going to hit the forehead, hit all of this. And the hands. Matter of fact, I think I need to do some of these. Do this here. So I forget what I was talking about, but yeah, I turned 18 one Tuesday, had a baby the next. And because of that, and okay, so little family history too. My grandmother had my mother before 18. My mother had me before 18. So I was hell bent on breaking the curse before I even heard of the term generational curse, right? And so it was just very important to me. So I was glad that I at least made it to 18. See, I was hell bent on breaking the curse, but man, did I like me some. I still do, you know? And who doesn't want to be loved and you think you're in love in high school and all that? But let me tell you, you don't want that struggle love. I don't. Okay, so we're gonna start putting this on. Okay, so yeah, I turned 18 on Tuesday, had my baby the next, and got my education. That's what we were talking about. There were signs right away, corporate America, that it wasn't for me. You know, I should have known that right away, because I was spoiled. I interned at a major consumer packaged goods company immediately out of high school, before I even started college. I won't say I hadn't taken college classes, because I was on the college prep track. And so I often did take classes at college before I actually started college with credits for Spanish and some other things, because I was always on that track, right? I was, before I even started school, you know, tagged as gifted and talented, and they actually wanted to move me 2 grades, but my mother didn't want me graduating high school at like 16 or something like that. So, and I was pretty mature for my age. I probably could have done it, but that's just, you know, she didn't want to do that. So, yeah, I was spoiled. That company was a really good company. It was a family-owned company, and they were a much bigger company with bigger budgets than where I had first worked out of college. And you know, don't get me wrong, I got some great experiences in that job. Like, I was at the opening of Disney's Animal Kingdom. I mean, and that was like celebrity treatment, right? I was at the opening of Universal Islands of Adventure. I traveled and I saw places I probably, well, at that point in my life, I never would have seen. And I'm sure at some point I may have seen. So it definitely served its purpose, but there were signs early on that the corporate life just wasn't for me. The gaslighting and the other things that I experienced. And in that first job, I remember that first summer, they didn't even have like a work spot for me. And I honestly was about to quit. I can't remember what happened. And then, that fall found out I was pregnant with my second child. And so it was just always this pressure. Like, I got to take care, and I'm not complaining about any of it. It's just my truth. Okay. I, had 2 kids to take care of. And as far as I was concerned, taking care of them was 100% on me. And it literally was. Don't get me wrong. I had family support, but my family only ever did what they wanted to do, not what they had to do. Like, I turned 18 one Tuesday, had a baby the next, but let me tell you, in my baby shower, most of the stuff for my oldest daughter, I had to return. And then there were things on my wish list that I got because I had purchased everything for her, because I'd worked since I was 14 years old and had money saved. And I had put in a lot of overtime that summer at the marina. And so I was able to buy her everything she needed. Like, the one thing I didn't buy, I think, was a high chair or something, because my best friend insisted that she was going to buy that. So, it wasn't like I brought my baby home to my mama and my mama took care of her. No, I was a mother from day one and took care of my baby, and provided for her. So that was the number one thing that kept me in corporate America as long as it did. But I got tired. I got sick and tired, number one, of being sick and tired, but I really got tired of being used and abused. I got tired of being overlooked, for promotion. I think I talked about this on a live, how I promoted like 18 people in 3 years. Like, I was a machine. Like, I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm toot, right? And so I just got tired of that. Like, wait your turn. What you mean, wait my turn? The person you're putting in front of me hasn't done nothing compared to what I've done. Are you serious? Like, you got Greg daughter messed up. Like, for real messed up. So here we are. I was introducing my daughter to some creator concepts and things to do, because it's like, you watch these chicks on Love and Hip Hop, on Real Housewives, you watch all these chicks. Like, stop just watching them. Watch their moves, learn what they do, and start making your own moves. Don't be a consumer. Be a creator. Be a producer. Is my message to my daughters and to anyone else who will listen. Don't just consume. It's really easy to fall into consumption. These apps are designed for you to just sit and consume and consume and consume, because the more you consume and the more you sit on the app, the more the company makes, right? It is what it is, right? And it can be entertaining. It can be a distraction, which is great, and all of that. But don't just consume. At some point, you must create. We are in the creator economy for a reason. You must be creating, and I'm not saying to make your total living from it, but you can if that's what you choose to do. But the way things are going right now, you need more than one source of income. And the easiest content to create is you being the brand, you being the content, like me right here, doing, what I love and would be doing anyway, right? And I've fashioned it in such a way that, I can do what I do. I can do what I do. I can do it from anywhere. But the reason I chose to come home is because this is my setup. It's different doing this in somebody else's space than in your own space. So, oh my God, the lotion feels so good on my hands. Everything feels amazing. I'm excited. I'm happy. And the mask is definitely drying, but we want to leave that on for a good 10, 15 minutes. I've got it on light today. Y'all know I can be heavy-handed with the mask. I can definitely do that. So I'm pretty excited to be doing this. And then I might do a sheet mask tonight. Typically, I like to do the pink clay mask before I apply makeup. I don't know. We'll see. I might do some makeup. I got to get some lunch. So after we finish with this, you girls got to get some lunch. And then we'll see what happens after that. But been a pretty productive morning. It feels like Monday because I wasn't here, but I did my Monday Zooms on Monday, which was yesterday. And today is Tuesday. I love this. I'm going to have to find some more of these. I like it. It really does make me look young, I think. And Tristan, little snot. Well, you don't look that young. Like, hold on, Wody. Hold on. Watch yourself. Watch yourself now. like that viral video. Watch yourself. Look around and get beside yourself. Go ahead, though. So it's so great to be able to, literally watch my grandchildren grow up. It's different, right? Like I said, if I could have found the option and found a way to make it work to be home with my babies, I most definitely would have chosen that over dealing with the crap, especially in my last place of my first place of employment after college and my last place of employment. I would wholeheartedly, if I could have had this as an option, that's what I would have done. Okay, because I was literally killing myself. Like, people think I'm being dramatic and extra when I say I would probably be dead had I stayed in corporate America, but I fully, wholeheartedly believe that with my entire being, that I would probably be dead had I remained in corporate America. Most certainly, without a doubt. Because my personality and these people, some of them are sociopaths. They figure you out. They know how to read you. And they use that against you, right? And so I'm very type A driven. They knew I had my children and I was determined to create a better life for them, which I did. I will say corporate America allowed me to do that. I did give my children a very fruitful childhood, right? Like, they've been shopping on Michigan Avenue and walked into any store and bought what they wanted. I ain't gonna say they was walking into Louis Vuitton. I'm not gonna put that out there. I'm not a fraud, but they did. They, water tower and they shopped. Okay. They vacations, Disney, a lot of, places, right? They had a really great childhood. They also had the private school education. They got the braces. They got the works, right? It was literally like they had the income and experience of having a two-parent family financially, but it was all me. But that came at a very, very hefty price. It came at the price of my health, physically and mentally and emotionally. It came at the expense of mending relationships with them now. It came at the expense of, I feel like certain family members don't really even know me because I wasn't present enough, because I was always working. And, it came at a cost. And if I had it to do over, now I get that somebody got to work them jobs. This ain't for everybody. What people need to understand is that corporate and working, traditional jobs isn't for everybody either. Right? It's just not. It's not, I wholeheartedly believed that was the way for me to provide a better life, not only for myself, but my children, and reroute some things generationally and begin to create generational wealth. And I think from that standpoint, it definitely helped. But I don't think from the standpoint of my health, mental wellness, emotional, that it was worth it in that respect. And I stand on that. And I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It is what it is. It's my truth. And that's all we talk about here, boo, is my truth, because it's the Tamara Show. It's literally the Tamara Show. So, I have both devices going, but this would be a great picture right here. This would be an awesome picture. Need to. You can actually hear the spa music I love playing upstairs. The rose gold masks really match the wig nicely. I like. Me like. But yeah, it's so relaxing, isn't it? Turn the towel warmer back on because I'm going to need a warm towel to get this off. I mean, like, who do you know has 2 steamers here? And then there's more. There's more. I have more around here. I actually have one I need to take back to Kohl's before the expiration, before it's too late. I need to look at that. I might have missed that date. I think I got till the 9th or something like that. So, get the towels warming. The eye masks, I need to learn to put those on well in advance of laying down the other mask, because there's a lot of juice in these things, man. Let me tell you. That triple layer technology is real, okay? Because the sheet mask, like, if I roll those, like, all down in here, poop, soaks it right up. 10 minutes, right? But these eye masks, they can stay on there for a minute. Let me tell you, they can ride. They got some longevity to them. I had to leave my other facial roller with my grandbaby because homegirl was just like, that's her roller now. She know how to roll. She was rolling my face. So, you know, gotta teach them young. That was my thing. And I love to roll even with the pink clay mask on because it's a tightening mask. And so the rolling helps detox, and it also helps to tone. So here we go. There we go, yo. There we go, yo. So what's the scenario? So yes, it has been a blessing. I am so grateful for this past week with my babies. I got to do all the things. I went to flag football practice. I went to the last flag football game of the season. I was at swimming lessons. I had made it to the field day, the last day of school picnic. Like, I remember for my kids, it would be me in my work clothes having to rush, go there, be there for a few minutes, and then head back to work. And I just got to go and enjoy the whole thing. And I am so grateful that out of all of everything that's happened in the last couple of years, that my daughter has been able to find a work at home job. So my little grandbaby she's not daycare, not preschool. She's with her family all day, you know, being loved on. And I think she's pretty advanced because of that, to be honest with you. And so she's, you know, working from home, and I was so proud of her, you know, just, you know, she has her little office upstairs, and Callie has little toys in that. So if she has to be with her, then, you know, she's playing in the background while her mom is working, but she's with her dad for the vast majority of the day. And then he works later. And so, you know, to see her balancing all of that, between being on the computer, then she come down, take her lunch break, make something for her, maybe make something for the baby if baby hasn't eaten with her dad, because, you know, she tells him what to do and she tells her mama what to do. And then she might, you know, put food in the crock pot. So she has her little system down, and I really am so grateful that, you know, she's able to do work from home. If it were up to me, like I said, back in the day, if I could have done that, that's what I would have done. If I would have found a way to do it. But, you know, I'm going to also be real, too. My mindset back then, I probably wanted it, just didn't know it and didn't know how to communicate it. And it just really wasn't an option, because technology has brought things so far, you know, with like live streaming. Who would have ever thought I'd be live streaming on Instagram and TikTok right now? You know what I'm saying? And it's going to replay on Facebook later, right? So, you know, the whole ability to do exactly what I do in the way that I do it, I just had to, timing, right? I just had to wait. Everything happens when it's supposed to and how it's supposed to. I am a firm firm believer in that. So, okay, we're really pushing that product down. And that's the one thing you gotta be careful with. When you roll, it will roll it up. Really get that product in there. And they adhere so well, too. And it's really good at sinus drainage and lymphatic drainage and getting all the ickies out. And it's so relaxing. It's like, you know, when you do the little Zen garden, that's what this always has reminded me of. I think that's why little Cal likes it too. You've seen her in my stories rolling her face. So I had to leave my other one with her. Thank God I've got a whole other one here too. But that one's hers. Start them early. Start them with the skincare early. You know, I enjoyed my mornings waking up. Y'all know me, make my little tea and go outside and, you know, do my skincare. And the baby was out there with me, you know. I let her watch Coco Melon on my iPad. So she's my little co-working partner. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So yes, I can work from anywhere, and I was working from anywhere. But there's just something about my own setup. Could I take all of that down there? Yeah. Will I do that sometime this summer? Probably. But I didn't this time. And so I just needed to come home. Plus I knew I had boxes and stuff that I didn't want sitting and piling up outside. And I didn't want, you know, to be having to deal with all that when I got back. So, because I still think there might be another box or two coming. And if not, I'm going to be ordering something because we are going to the nation's water park capital for the 4th of July. So I'm going to order a bathing suit and some things like that. Oh, and then I have some other things that I still have to create content for that I didn't take with me. So that was why I'm going to go home and get all that out of the way, because I got content for months. Just out of that week with them, I got content for months, okay? Plus, I had been on a content creating binge before that. Because that's typically what I do. I create tons and tons of content in the warmer months of the year, and I don't create as much in the winter. I'm repurposing and resharing existing content. And that may change if and when I move to a warmer climate. Okay, so I think the masks are starting to dry out here. We're getting there. But we're just going to roll and tone. It's almost like a meditation. It's very calming. And I always like to... I don't even know what my baby girl did with her facial roller, but it's there somewhere. She'll find it. She lost my lip mask, and we just had spend $50 and buy another lip mask, and I get a free lip mask, and I meant to do a couple orders and completely forgot because, I don't know, I was baby watching, you know, just watching and enjoying the moment and forgot. And so now I'll probably end up ordering a spa day collection. Because that's like, that collection is incredible. You get the lip mask, you get the lip scrub, you get a box of Rose Glow eye masks for free, the pink clay mask. I just dropped the brush. And a spa headband. So you get like $60 worth of product for free in that collection. Oh, and a box of the 7-day sheet mask. You get a box of those. So like, you talk about like a vibe. If you want a vibey, calming experience, get the Spa Day collection and order the steamer. The links are in my bio. And if you're a first time customer, you'll save 20% on this. And you can get another 30% because this is something that you can put on auto replenishment. In fact, I think I'm going to just order another one as soon as I get off of this live. Because I have plenty of these, but I like to also give them away to people too. And it comes with the brush. The brush is a $19 value. That's free. And the Rose Glow Eye Mask, that's a $32 value. So you get like and the free headband. So that's like $60 in product for free. And it comes with 7 of these. You get the, this has a nice rosy scent, the pink clay mask, and the brush. And it's an incredible collection. I love it. Absolutely love it. Because this mask is worth like $68 and this is $32. That's like $100. And then you get the lip scrub and the lip mask. This, they say it's not a forever collection, but I want it to be a forever collection. Because this is like, seriously, aside from the cleanse and refresh, the refresh collection, which is the 4 pieces, the cleanser, the toner, the serum, and the Dreamlux sleep mask, those 2, like the 2 of those, get those 2 collections and you are set, baby. You are set. And you can get so much product. So much product. So you can save 30% on that. It's like $149, I think. And so you get 30% off of that. That brings it down to like $100. Are you kidding me? For your first time order? Are you kidding me? That's incredible. That's an incredible value. Highly, highly recommend getting this collection, the Spa Day collection. So I'll make sure to put the link for that in the description and caption of the video when it hits YouTube and the book, okay? So I think now, boys and girls, we might begin to look at taking off the eye masks and showing you how to remove the pink clay mask. Because my clients love this. That's always the number 1 question. Like, how do I get this off? Okay, so a couple tips. Number 1, I usually lay it on really thick. I did good and I didn't today. I like it a lot. So I lay it. Oh, it's still juicy. So I'm still going to pull them off though, because I might end up putting them on my frown lines a little bit. Okay, so we're going to come in here, turn this off, and pull out the bamboo towel. I love these bamboo towels. They're antimicrobial and so soft. It's dripping from all the steam. And we're gonna let that cool off. Oh, it's dripping. So regular towels can cause micro tears on your skin. And with these clinical grade products, that can be an issue. So that's why I always recommend the bamboo towels. I have customers who buy these regularly because they absolutely love them. They're very easy to keep and maintain. I personally like my towels to be very white, like out of the package white. So, you know, being a brown girl, my makeup does get in them, and that means when they start to look dingy, they start to look a little like more kind of light brown, means that. And I don't like using those on video. I like, you know, because I'm a professional. I'm a professional in everything I do. And I've been a professional marketer for 30 years. Remember, because I went and interned at a major consumer packaged goods company right out of high school. And they kept me on for all 4 years. And I even worked through the school year for 3 of those years. So I know a thing or two. I've been on set for actual ads, you know, being shot in that. And I know how things are done. And that was wet. I like to conduct myself and give y'all a quality experience. But you know what? Here's the real deal, Holyfield. You want to know the truth? I'm like this. Even if I wasn't going to lie, I would be that way about my towels. Because I am my mama's child. I am my daddy's child. And like when I was in college wearing K-Swiss and that, I didn't play that. My socks had to be new, and I alternated. I would buy 3-4 pairs of those shoes and alternate them because I did not want my shoes turning no crazy color and looking crazy. I wanted them to look fresh to death. You heard? Okay, so we're going to put this on and we're going to press it in. And then wipe. And be slow and gentle. Don't do a lot of tugging. That's how you pull things out of place. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, okay? Make sure we get it all. And that is why I like to tone after cleansing and do this mask, because there's no filter, but your girl is looking mighty filtered right now. You hear me? That's why I pay for quality skincare that actually does what it says it's going to do. That's why we do that. Okay? Look at that. And there's no real dirt there because we'd already cleansed and we did the mask. Okay? And so now we're going to spray again. I'm back and we've got the serum, but I want to spray because, you know, with the serum, you want to apply it to damp skin because this hyaluronic acid is 50 times powered than the normal hyaluronic acid on the market, right? It's going to penetrate. It's a smaller molecular size than most sodium, than most hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid itself is not a moisturizer. It's going to carry the moisture to the deeper layers of the skin. So it needs moisture to do that. And if you put it on dry skin, you're going to notice some itching. You're going to notice maybe even a little bit of a breakout and irritation. So you have to apply the hyaluronic acid to damp skin. And again, roll. If you want that glass skin glow like y'all always say that I have, you want to roll, okay? You don't want this. They feel completely different. You want this, okay? So we roll, and we really like to depuff under the eye. Roll that in, and I like to roll too, because not only is it going to detox and make sure that the product gets to the lower areas of the skin, it also is going to give you that minute that you really want to have for the serum to absorb into the skin. The other thing is you want to press serum into the skin. You don't want to do a lot of rubbing in that, okay? And it's tacky. I like that. I can feel it. It's in there. It's in there. So now we're going to do some eye cream. And that's all it takes. If you've seen my before and afters, they're pretty incredible. Pretty incredible what this eye cream has done for me. Most people say just tap along here, but your girl, they don't have under eye bags in the Heredity that I do, so we go up under there. You know, we go under there. Okay. Let's push just again a little bit. I thought I had a 4-in-1 hydrating mist. Is that it? Maybe they're both upstairs. Did I travel with my new one? There's a 4-in-1 hydrating mist floating around here somewhere. Okay. So now we are going to use the moisturizer. This is my day cream. And I'm going to warm that up. And again, we're going to pat that into the skin. That Spa Day collection I was telling you about, that's your summer glow kit. That's your year-round glow kit, to be honest with you. So we're going to pat that in. Patty cake. Bakers, man, you can even roll that in there. Tone. I like to smile I like to do it because that's what kind of pushes that in and back. It's kind of like basically contours your face. Like, okay. So we want to do that. And we tone. I'm going to have to my grandson. He ain't going to watch the whole live, but I'm going to have to show him. Nana exfoliated. Nana exfoliated, boo-boo. I'm going to get some water. Make sure you're drinking water. I should have even thrown some cucumbers in here. I just don't know. I haven't even looked in the fridge yet because I had just bought some produce. God only knows what it looks like right now. Okay. And then the last 2 steps, we're going to do the facial oil. Does the facial oil come with the Suade? I don't think so. But the facial oil is one of those basics your girl does not. All right, and let's talk about your droppers, because y'all got to stop dragging your droppers across your face. Do not drag your dropper across your face. Number 1, you're contaminating. And number 2, that's just really not good for your skin, okay? So we're going to pat that in. Don't forget all down here. Pat that in. Hands. And then the last step is sunscreen. Okay, we're going to put some sunscreen on. This is a new one. Oh, geez. Let's just squeeze it out of here. Okay. Like that. Don't forget your ears, your neck. Oh, it feels so good. And look at that glow. I'm all about that dewy, glowy skin. You know, we have to really work it into the skin. I need to get a powder one too for throughout the day. I could make one still, but I'm not. And I mean, why not roll it? Why not? And we roll it. Okay, that's it. So I'm back home for, I don't know. They already talking about having me come back this weekend. I might, you know, I don't know how to tell them no. So that means I'm going to be really busy these next few days so that I can go back. The weekend to me probably would be Saturday. Go down, be home through Friday night and go down. You know, when you get to this age, you just get used to being in your own space and doing your own thing. And yes, I sunscreen my lips too. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at this. And then I may come back. I'm not going to promise. I may come back over on I'm Hot Chocolates on Instagram and do some makeup. Because I actually bought a bunch of stuff a few weeks ago. So, but I'm going to cut this one because I like to keep them at no more than an hour. So thanks for watching. You know where to find the links. Thank you for your support. Please share. And if there's ever anything that you have questions on, just DM me, just ask. I will talk to you later. Bye.